Hello and welcome back to Spiritual Warrior. I'm here doing the 12 zodiac sign readings for the month of May 2021. Excuse me. I don't know where that came from. This will be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is a general read. It's not going to fit with everybody. Take what fits your situation, leave what doesn't. Don't get hung up on the gender of the cards, as we all have male and female energy within us. And just remember that these readings aren't set in stone. We all have free will. So if it's something that you don't like, you can change it. And if it's something that is desirable, make sure that you're staying on track to, bring that to fruition. Just a disclaimer, I do share my opinion on here sometimes if I think it's going to help with conveying the message. That's just how I'm guided to bring it across. And also these are a little late because I'm moving right now, so bear with me. Thank you for your patience. Sagittarius. When I was connecting to the energy, I immediately heard the song by the Rolling Stones. You can't always get what you want, but when you try sometimes, you get what you need. I think we all know that song. If you don't, look it up, listen to it. I think it's called What We Need or What You Need. But I also heard Don't Be Petty, Choose Your Battles Wisely. So who knows if that was for a specific person, but that's what I was getting. So I'm giving you a Celtic cross reading this month. It's like an energy check-in. It's just a very well-known traditional spread that gives a lot of information about any situation. I was guided to switch it up, so that's where we are. Spirit, please give me one card for Sagittarius. All right. So we did have a card that fell out, and I would like to show you the bottom of the deck is integrity. Think about that and where your integrity lies. But we have here emotions for you, Sagittarius. So this card is all about understanding that all of our emotions have a purpose, even the so-called negative ones. And it talks about the importance of learning how to learn from our emotions and what they're telling us. And it's kind of talks about how, there's no emotions that are good or bad. They just are, and they all serve a purpose to help us in some way. You have the ability to kind of change your focus, so you can sit down here if you want, or you can work on building the tools in your toolbox to be able to help you when you come across things that kind of trigger you and bring you down into those emotions. If you have the correct tools in your toolbox, you can easily change your mood and lift yourself back up to in law of attraction, it's kind of like a scale, or I guess a scale this way. There's lower vibrational emotions, and then there's higher ones, fear and depression and shame and guilt. They're obviously down here, and then up here we have love and joy and compassion and happiness and all of that. So you have they're not good or bad. It's just how they vibrate. Everything is energy, right? So keep that in mind, and we will get into this for you, Sagittarius. So here we go. Spirit, please give me Celtic cross spread for Sagittarius for May 2021. Okay, so at the bottom for you, we have the High Priestess. So higher knowledge, hidden knowledge, your intuition. Listen to your intuition. The owl here represents wisdom. So this is your own innate inner wisdom and the importance of listening to that and allowing that to guide you. Okay, so first card out we have is you, and it's Sagittarius, and this card is you. This represents you. We have the 10 of Swords, and this is all about difficult endings, allowing difficult things to come to an end. You see how she is kind of allowing herself to kind of give in here. She's kind of like, well, if I just give in and let this happen as quickly as possible, I'll hit the ground and then it'll be done. And then I can only go up from there. I feel a tired energy too, and one of the things that I saw in my meditation was like your head in your hands like this and like that. Okay, so the crossing placed sideways represents a conflict, and immediately when I don't always feel this aspect of this energy, but I felt it immediately when I saw it. We have the 6 of Wands, and the aspect I'm feeling of this is the ego. So the 6 of Wands is about victory and being noticed for the things that you've done and being victorious, but it's also warns against getting up on your high horse and allowing your ego to run you. And I'm starting to see the correlation between that and what I was picking up on in the meditation. The next card out is the Foundation, and this card illustrates the basis or foundation of the situation. And we have the Page of Swords, so new information is coming in for you. This card also speaks about truthfulness and honesty. These are traits that the Page of Swords likes and finds endearing and tries to live by. Those are the values, honesty and truth. But in general, this card is about, new information coming in. In the traditional deck, sometimes it's like somebody could be like spying on you, or you spying on somebody else, because there's like a connection to communication with this and technology. So honestly, what it feels like to me is there's like a spirit around you that's trying to get you to lighten up and help you to take in and process information in a different way. So that's just what I'm feeling, okay? And I always just let you guys know what's coming in truthfully. So the next one we have out is the past. This card shows influences from the past that are affecting the present situation. And what I'm seeing is the ability to work well with others, Sagittarius. So, I mean, sometimes when I see this, I see a relationship as well. Maybe a relationship from your past really shook your foundation. But in general, this is about being able to build with others and being able to ask for help from others and being open to do so and allowing others in to help you to build something great. Using your creative skill. This is also about creativity and ingenuity. The next card we have out is the immediate future, and you're being called to really step into your authority, Sagittarius, and I feel like this is over a different part of you, not authority over others, but an aspect of you. This is about leadership. This is about your authority. This is about your inventiveness and being bold, and that's what it talks about. Now is not the time to shy away from what you're trying to make happen in your life. It's time to be bold and really stand up in your own personal power. I feel like you're being called. I mean, almost like you're being called to stand up in your own personal power, and maybe this is like a little out of your comfort zone. But Two of Wands in the Rider-Waite deck is also about, should I stay or should I go? Should I put forth effort towards this thing that I want and step out of my comfort zone out into this adventure and really put myself out there? So I'm feeling that too. There's a need for you to step up. And maybe you're seeing that with this being in your immediate future. The next card out we have is the Crown. Oh yeah. And this card represents the outcome you desire most in this situation. And here we have the Emperor. So this is the Aries card, but very fiery. This is somebody who takes steps up and takes control of their life and doesn't domineer over anybody else. This is about harnessing your own power, the different parts of you. The Emperor and the Empress are one and the same in terms of they harness all the elements within them to take control of their life. So water, your emotions, earth being your body, your physical body, air being your mental capacity and your beliefs and your communication and the way you think, and then fire being the action. And this is the Aries card, taking the action. This is about stepping up in your life and being in control of it and taking a lead in your life. The next card out we have is Yourself, and this is your self-image, or how you see yourself in the present situation. So this is another card about inventiveness and being bold and being courageous. This is the Page of Wands, and in this deck, this is about really stepping out. She's witty, she's courageous, she likes to teach others what she has learned, but she's stepping out with her creative power, essentially, and stepping out into the world and applying that. And I'm being guided to just give you guys a little bit, and this happened earlier. It's so funny because I had this and the same thing happened. It's almost like the words escape me when this happens, and it's like shows me the book, so I'm like, I know that I need to read it to you. So she is the fiery spark of initiative, inventive, and she dares you to delve within and seek out the opportunities that may be frightening but have so much potential. Sometimes the actions that push you to the limits of comfort are the most rewarding. She tells you to do and not to sit there with only mute desire. Action is what is important. So maybe this is you getting ready to take action on something. I feel like you're ready. You're not shying away from this. You're ready to do so. The next card out we have is Environment. Wow, this is another sign had this here in the same position. This card represents the influences of those around you, and it can show how others see you in a situation. So for some of you, I'm feeling like this is your drive. This is your drive to go towards what is in your heart, because this knight waits through these turbulent, scary looking waters to get to that cup, and he's not afraid. He's like, I don't care what comes up out of this water, nothing is going to stop me from getting this cup. And for some of you, maybe this is a person, like a romantic relationship around you that's affecting you, but I'm kind of feeling the aspect of you going towards what you want with strength and no fear. So we'll get some clarifiers and see what comes out. The next card we have out is Hopes and Fears. This card indicates either what you hope for or fear most in the situation. Okay, so this is a different type of energy I've ever felt with this. We have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is all about brand new love for yourself or for another person, or like brand new love coming in, being offered and ushered into your life. This is weird. I'm almost feeling like you're afraid of your emotions and your own self-love. This is really strange. I don't know why I'm getting that. I've never really gotten this vibe with this card before. I mean, for some of you, if there is a romantic person around you, this is definitely what you hope for, this new love to come in. Maybe if this is like a fearful type of energy for some of you, maybe what it is that you're fearing is like just your emotions in general. And feeling them and allowing yourself to feel them. Oh boy. Okay, so the last one we have is the outcome. Wow, yay! This makes me so happy. We have the World for you, Sagittarius, as your outcome. This is great. This is like job well done. You've reached another level. You've graduated. You've completed a cycle. This is after karmic lesson after lesson after lesson. It's like this comes when you finally get your lesson and you understand it and you're able to learn from it and then move in a new direction afterwards and like hit a new level, you know, like graduating in school kind of. Why is this Okay, so what I was clarifying was the conflict. 6 of Wands. I was feeling the ego. You have the Moon here clarifying that fears and anxieties and unknowns, and perhaps it's more like you're afraid of success. You're fearing your success in some way, but there's no need. Your angels and guides are here saying, hear this call. This is like a wake-up call. Allow yourself to be renewed. If you are in your ego a lot, that's keeping you in fear. Just so you know, that's fear-based energy. And they're calling you to wake up, get out of that, renew yourself out of that, you know, because they stand in these graves ready to come out and be a new person because they heard the call. Okay, so the first thing that came out clarifying you, the 10 of Swords, which is that difficult time ending. I feel like, especially with the World here, you're shifting out of dark times and you're going into something else. What first came was the wish fulfillment card, the 9 of Cups. Dreams coming true, wish fulfillment. And then we have the 5 of Wands. Now this is conflict within yourself or coming from the outside, the external, from like other people or other sources from the outside. And I feel like, you know, what I was hearing before was like, choose your battles wisely. That was one of the things, like, don't be petty, choose your battles wisely. So I'm kind of getting that you're ready to put this down. You're ready to like get past whatever this conflict is around you, whether that's in your own head or coming from other people outside of you. You're ready to put it down and let it just die off and let it just go and start going towards your wish fulfillment. And or this is saying once you let go of being of allowing yourself to be drawn into conflict and you allow yourself to that part to die off, you immediately start heading towards your wish fulfillment. Okay, I feel like there's a need for you to be a leader. Um, so we had a few cards come out. For the Three of Pentacles, the past, showing the influences from the past that are affecting the present situation. When I was that's like working with others, allowing others to help you. I have the Devil here, and then the Knight of Swords. Don't be afraid of this Devil card. It just means there's an unhealthy attachment, and I feel like it's to this turbulent energy, your willingness to jump into a fight at any moment to defend your beliefs or whatever. And maybe this is just you, like, you're able to allow yourself to jump into conflict really easily. Like, that's like a negative attachment that you have. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles and Nine of Wands. And sometimes the Nine of Wands is about like holding on really tight and not giving up. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles here, and this is like putting in a lot of work towards something, and you know, maybe it takes a long time, but then you yield results from that hard work. And I feel like this is like saying, let go of this ability to jump into conflict at any moment, because you've come too far. You know, you've come too far with your growth to let that continue to affect you. It is affecting you, and you got to let it go. You've come too far. You've been here for a long time hanging on. You've put in a lot of work, and you know, maybe for some of you, this is about allowing people in to come in and help you, because you're sometimes the Nine of Wands, it's like you've been holding on for dear life. You've been here for a long time, putting in a lot of work, and I just feel like there's a need to let go of any kind of turbulent energy that gets you into fighting really easily. Why is it 2 of Wands here? Oh, yeah. So I was clarifying the immediate future, which was standing in your own personal power and like being bold. That's going to lead to a celebration, maybe a reunion of some sorts, but this is like your friends celebrating you, having a good time. And then we have the Chariot, which is reaching a really great achievement. This is also movement and moving sometimes. And maybe some of you have been debating, like, should I go out and go after this thing? I don't know. I think if you've been in that position, maybe you should, because you have celebration and the Chariot, reaching an achievement, moving, and celebration. So I think that's a safe guess. Okay, so with the card representing the influences of those around you, or shows how others see you in this situation, being the Knight of Cups, going after that wish fulfillment and wish fulfillment coming to you. What we had come out was the Two of Swords. This is about being stagnant, not making a decision on something, not being able to see the whole thing clearly. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. Defending yourself, blocking, or standing up for your beliefs. Okay, what I'm feeling is an energy of you were here, not moving, not making a decision to make a move on something because you were getting, especially with this Five of Wands, conflict from the outside. I feel like there was people making you feel like you had to defend your beliefs, you know, but this is also standing up for yourself too. Is there anything else here for the universe? All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I was going to say nothing's coming out, but now we have the Eight of Swords here, feeling stuck. So that's more stagnant energy, staying in one place. That's like, Eight of Swords is like a mental prison that you're in. You feel like you have no other choice. You feel like you have nowhere to go, but it's an illusion because look at the blindfold. It can come off at any moment. It just shows that you're kind of holding yourself in this position. And then we have death at the bottom. So there's like a transformation of this. If this relates to a relationship, it's almost like somebody was not making the decision to make a move. But here comes the death to that. And I feel like that's about to change. Okay. Yeah, this is Seven of Wands is here again at the bottom. Okay, so there may be something emerging in terms of a relationship here. If it is a relationship aspect, I'm seeing that maybe there is a need to cut yourself loose from somebody after putting in a lot of effort and work into the relationship. And because Ace of Cups, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving knight in the deck because he comes with a serious offer. He's so slow, sometimes he's like, looks like he's not even moving. And it's because he takes slow, methodical steps because he wants to come the right way. It just feels like yeah. It feels like there was somebody with a relationship that it just was not going anywhere. There was no real improvement, or there was no movement in the relationship to keep it moving along, basically. Why is the world here? Wow, okay, not a thing. Let's try this one more time. Spirit, why is the world here? All right, here, no. Yeah, okay, so whatever this was, I feel like you won the fight and you decided to take action. So, or there's action needed, but to close out this cycle. You need to do something. I'm kind of getting a relationship aspect here a little bit. It feels like there was something like a relationship that was really draining you possibly, and maybe drawing you into conflict a lot, and it just wasn't going anywhere, and you felt stuck in it, and you're ready for something new, like almost like you're allowing that to kind of die off, and you're ready to take a leadership role in your life, and it's really going to help you to, get your wish fulfillment. So those are your messages, Sagittarius. This ran a little bit long, but it really feels like you either did or you're about to get yourself out of a situation that kept drawing you into conflict over and over again, and making you go in and out of this, like feeling good, feeling sad, feeling good, feeling sad. So if this is your message, I hope it was helpful. It feels kind of heavy, but almost like you just broke out of it, or you're about to. If this person is still in your energy, you have to make the decision to either stay stuck or get yourself out. And that's just what I'm picking up on. So I hope this was helpful, and let me know down below if this resonated with you. And if it did not, please check your birth chart for other prominent signs. And I just lost my train of thought. And I will be seeing you guys next month, and keep an eye out for me, because I will be starting to do things in another way, where I will do some extendeds for you guys and ask some more questions and expand on the messages here. So those are my messages for you, Sagittarius. And again, I hope this was helpful, and enjoy the rest of your month, and I will see you soon. Take care.